You already know how to play this scale form. You just don't know that you do. I'm Joshua Kenson, and this is Kenson Guitar Academy. I help new guitarists reach their musical goals. If that sounds like something that would be helpful to you, make sure to subscribe. If you've watched any of my other videos on scales or bar chords, you know that on guitar, there are a lot of things that are movable. So this scale shape that you just saw me play is related to an open form scale that you've already learned in one of my other videos, the open F major scale. In the same way that we can picture, let's say, a G major bar chord, how it's related to an open E major chord, we just simply don't have the open strings anymore, so we have to create that bar, and we're simply shifting up. We're kind of doing the same thing with this scale. I don't have the open string anymore, so I have to shift up. So if I look at it like, instead of the open strings, I have my first finger here and everything follows after, that's exactly what we're doing, but now I'm going to have to express those open strings with my first finger fretting, okay? So if I move this up into second position and we start on a G, so we're playing a G major scale now, not an F major scale, that shape is exactly the same as that F major shape. Or rather, I just need to shift my fingers around a little bit because I no longer have that open string to work with. G major in second position is a great scale that everyone should learn, not just because it sounds great, and is also a really good finger exercise and puts every finger to work. Okay, so let's go through this. We're going to be in second position. Again, all that means is I'm going to have my first finger at the second fret, and it's going to play any note that falls on the second fret, regardless of string, and everything follows after that. So my second finger plays every note that falls on the third fret. My third finger plays every note that falls on the fourth, and my fourth finger, or my pinky, plays every note that falls at the fifth fret. Okay, so we are in second position. We are going to start with our second finger though, that is G. So let's run through this nice and slow. We have G, into our fourth finger, A, next string, our first finger, B, second finger is C, fourth finger, D, first finger on that fourth string, E, F sharp, that's my third finger on the fourth fret, and finally we close that first octave with that pinky on the fifth fret. Again, that is let's continue on through the second octave. Okay, so we have that G again, into A, first finger on the next string, B, C, D. We skipped over that first finger, went right to the second finger there at the third fret. Fourth finger at the fifth fret, that is E, F sharp at that second fret, and finally the close of that second octave, G. So let's play through this nice and slow. Now you might be saying, I already learned the G major scale, I learned the open G major scale. Great, that's really good. And if you notice, they play the exact same notes at the same pitch frequencies here as well. So if I play an open G major, it sounds exactly the same as this fretted version. We are starting to push forward on more of the fretboard here. So each note that we played in that G major scale here, exact same thing here. So we might see that on that fifth fret, we have the G, but before we were playing it as the open string in that open form. How about F sharp? There's F sharp, I'm playing it with my third finger in that open shape. We played it with our fourth finger, but we ran through the same notes. So why is it important to learn both of these? Well, again, we're learning more of the fretboard. We're starting to get higher into that fretboard, which gives us more options in how we play things. And again, on guitar, there's so many ways to kind of do a similar or even same thing, but there are minor differences there. And relating back to that idea of looking at a sculpture, if I'm only looking at that sculpture, again, from one angle, I'm not getting the full image of that sculpture. I need to take a look at it from the side, walk around it, see the different points of view. So that's what we are doing here. We are broadening our point of view on what G major is. Now the great thing is, after you learn this scale form, you just didn't learn G major, you learned every other major scale as well, because I can play this anywhere. I can play it at the 2nd fret, and now it's F sharp major. I can play it at the 5th fret, A major, B major at the 7th fret, C major at the 8th, and so on. So sticking with G major, let's play this ascending together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice how I try to keep each one of my fingers above its assigned fret, okay? So we don't really see any of my fingers really jetting out far from the fretboard here. I'm trying to keep them nice and close because we're going to use them. And also, I'm trying to only apply tension and pressure in the finger that I am using at the time, okay? So if I am playing my 4th finger, a lot of times when we see those other fingers kick out, that means that I'm putting strength and energy into those other fingers there that doesn't need to be present at the time. We only want that tension to be on the finger that is in use at the time, okay? And then notice I am coupling my thumb behind the neck here about midway down. I don't have it curved like this. I have it in kind of almost a slight crescent moon shape, and I am coupling it with the 2nd finger, okay? So it is behind, in this case, the 3rd fret. And as I ascend through this, it shifts down slightly. So where I may start right about here, by the end of it, it's a little bit under the midpoint of the neck as well. It's kind of following that 2nd finger down. Not exactly, but it does shift down a little bit. Okay, so now let's run through it again, but we're gonna play it both ascending and descending, all down picks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back down. Okay, let's pick up the pace a little bit. I'm going to be doing alternate picking with this, but you can do either down picks, alternate picking, or even all up picks. Keep varying the way that you are picking it because that's going to really help your right hand as well. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back down. I hope you're starting to see that learning the first few frets on that fretboard when you're just starting out is starting to pay off, because now as we shift a little higher, we're starting to see the relationships from those first few frets into some of those higher frets as well. So again, take this both ascending and descending. A great way to practice it is just to slap on that metronome at a nice moderate pace, and then as you ascend and descend through these and you feel comfortable at the speed that you're playing it at, kick it up 5 to 7 BPM at a time, get comfortable there, and keep doing that, and you'll eventually just be speeding right through it. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to be a resource, so if you have a question about this video or any guitar related question, make sure to comment down below and I'll respond as fast as I can. And if you are a new guitarist, make sure to download my free PDF link down below, 13 things that all new guitarists should do/know. Let me know what you think about it. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Joshua Kenson, and I'll see you in the next one.